All right, let's get into it. Today, we're firing up our very own grammar time machine to check out one of the most powerful storytelling tenses in the entire English language. We're going to start things off with a little mystery.
So let's say you hear someone say this. It's a simple fact, right? Happened in the past, easy to understand. But it kind of leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Exactly. Why? What's the real story here? I mean, what was going on before they felt cold? This is where our time machine really comes in handy. And boom, there's our answer. That one little phrase, had been standing, it just paints this entire picture for us. It doesn't just tell us that something happened. No, it tells us what was happening in the background, the whole long story leading up to that moment. It gives the story real depth, a real reason.
So, what is this incredible tool that just solved our mini mystery? Well, it's called the past perfect continuous. And I want you to think of it just like this. It's a way to look back from a point in the past to see an even earlier past.
Okay, this is the most important part to get. We are not connecting the past to right now. We're connecting an earlier past action to a later past moment. It's kind of like having a flashback inside of another flashback. Pretty cool, right?
And looking at this comparison makes it super clear. You know, the present perfect continuous connects the past to right now. You'd say, I've been working, so I'm tired now. But our tense today, the past perfect continuous, it connects one past point to another. I had been working, so I was tired. See that difference? It's subtle, but it is so powerful. So how do we actually build this awesome time machine? Well, the best news is the formula is shockingly simple. Seriously. It's just 3 little pieces. First, you grab your subject. Then, you add the magic words, had been, and finally, you just tack ing onto your main verb. That's it. And it works the same for everybody. I, you, she, they, everyone gets had been. No exceptions.
And here's what that looks like out in the wild. For a positive sentence, you get, I had been working. Want to make it negative? Easy. Just pop in not. She hadn't been working. And to ask a question, you just flip the first 2 parts. Had they been working? So simple and clean. Okay, theory's over. Let's see this tense in action. Its first big job is to answer the question, how long? It's all about showing the duration of something that was happening before another past event kicked in.
I mean, what a great example, right? You can actually feel the length of time here. The sentence doesn't just say she studied and then she passed. No, it emphasizes those 8 long years of effort that were leading up to that one single moment when she passed.
So you see the pattern? The had been studying is that long, drawn-out background story. And passed her exams, that's the specific point in the past that it all led up to. All right, on to use case number 2. This one is all about playing detective. It's perfect for explaining the why behind a past situation, for showing the cause of a past result. This is just perfect. You have the result, right? Wet hair. But why? Well, the story before the story is that they had been swimming. This tense connects those 2 events absolutely perfectly.
So you see how that works? It's a straight line. The swimming is the cause, the wet hair is the effect. This tense is the bridge that connects them, giving our stories a really clear and logical flow.
And for our third and final use case, this tense is absolutely brilliant for setting the scene. I mean, for describing a background action that was chugging along right up until, bam, something else suddenly interrupted it.
Oh, I love this example. It creates so much atmosphere, doesn't it? The conversation about ghosts is that continuous, ongoing background activity. It sets the mood perfectly for that sudden interruption.
So let's break that down, because it's such a cool technique. Had just been talking creates the ongoing scene. And then the simple past heard a noise is that sharp, sudden event that just cuts right into it. It's a classic storytelling trick. Now, before you go off and become a master of this tense, there is one very important rule to remember. Think of it as a little tripwire to watch out for, one that'll help you avoid a really common mistake.
Okay, so this is really important. This tense is for actions, things you do, like running or talking or studying. For states of being, like knowing something or wanting something, you generally use a different tense, like the past perfect simple.
So, let's just boil this all down. The past perfect continuous isn't just some boring grammar rule, right? It is a powerful storytelling tool.
It lets you add depth and context and logic to your stories about the past. It shows how long, it explains why, and it connects two different points in time, all before right now.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought for you. Think about something that happened yesterday. Maybe you were tired, or you were really happy, or you were late for something. Ask yourself, what had you been doing right before that moment that could explain it? Now you have the tool to tell the full story.